Okay, we are live. We are back.
Okay, we're back. A little ad break, I guess.
So
We got, huh?
sports, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel so much less comfortable talking about sports just off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I did. I yeah. Tell me live on it. Who won last night? The Cardinals or the Seahawks?
Seahawks won.
How big? What was the score?
It was like 20-23, I think, something like that.
Oh, that's close. All right. Because what I usually do with football, I will tune in. Sometimes I'll watch the full games, but sometimes I'll also tune in like at the end, especially if it's close.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we talked about this over. Well, see, I feel so much less comfortable talking about sports just off the top.
Well, I got like,
Uh,
well, we could do a quick recap, like,
yeah,
cause
well, and where we're, yeah,
you know, like,
yeah, we
what
could
do
do.
you like? Is it football? Is football your main sport right now?
It's my only sport. Yeah, well, and
Nice,
the college games.
nice.
It's it's because it's so unconscious. Part of the fun of it is not thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't have to analyze anything. It's just a guy runs and he catches a ball and he gets fucking bulldozed
Yeah.
and then he gets a flag now because it's that kind of NFL now. It's
Yeah.
it's pussy ball. So I will. That is a real thing though. That really did. We did talk about that, how the league has changed
Oh yeah, it's so
because of it
much.
being pussy ball.
And I think like what we're seeing now is we're seeing players get older and older. So I think that's like,
Yes,
oh,
yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh, the rules are working. Like maybe people aren't literally dying at the age of 45, you know?
Which, if that's a good, but I don't know. I'll say this about this is interesting because this is apparently a dialogue in the Catholic Church. Is the morality of fighting,
Mm-hmm.
as in like boxing, UFC, and the church actually does semi answer that it is not totally licit. It
Yeah.
lets you make your own decision, but my priest is like, yeah, I can't support it. And there's a now. He said the reason why football is okay, but boxing isn't, is boxing is meant to just beat the shit out of someone.
Hmm.
The problem with football, though, is there's a version of football that is that too.
Yeah.
Well, right? Because like basketball is not that.
Mm-mm.
Hockey a little bit actually, but
Yeah.
baseball, no, obviously. But football is like, no, it really is. Can you hit the guy as hard as fucking possible?
Mm-hmm. You know
And
what's
yeah,
interesting, and this is like an uninformed position, but I've always felt like football, but in the same vein, like boxing and potentially some of the martial arts, there's like
yeah,
a level of respect that's in there, like sportsmanship. Like I know
yeah,
when I did karate, like there was this idea of like you would fight, but it's like you would score points, you know? And like of
yeah,
course there were takedowns, there was you did want to hit them hard, etc. But it was all about like the technique and how you hit your opponent. So I say
yeah.
all this to say MMA is one of the most disgusting sports ever. It is
Why?
because it's brutal and the thing I hate about MMA is if you get hit and you go down, like you fall down on the ground, the
Yeah.
fight doesn't stop. As long as you're conscious,
Uh,
the other guy can get on top of you and deliver more brain damage. You know what I mean?
well, what's interesting, there is actually this movie news from one of our, I guess, big directors, who works for the same studio as Ari Aster. The guys who made Good Time and Uncut Gems.
Oh, the new movie with The Rock.
Yeah. So at first I was like, a fighting movie? Why? But then I learned like, oh no, this he's from the old days of UFC where it was like there was even less rules
Yeah.
apparently. So
Yeah.
then it became like, okay, that's actually really interesting. Okay, because I was like, one like, what's a fighting movie? But I didn't know, but it's like, okay, that's very interesting. Where it really is, because yeah, it was illegal
Mm-hmm.
in certain. Like I think that I think it still might be actually.
Maybe in some, well, maybe in some states. I don't know.
Yeah, can you Google that? I'm not on my phone. That's a very interesting fact check.
Yeah, let me see.
Like,
Let me see. Is the UFC legal? Let's see. It says it's now legal in all 50 states. It wasn't always.
when was the last time it was illegal in certain states?
It says New York was the last state to legalize the sport in 2016. Right?
2016.
That's
Yeah, wow,
crazy.
okay. But from what you're describing, it makes sense. It really is like a just beat the fuck out of the other guy.
Well, it's like because the games, like I don't know how they're won because I don't pay much attention to the sport, but at least
Right.
in boxing it's like there's a point system, there are
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
judges,
it's 10-9. Yeah.
whereas like in the UFC the only time I see somebody win is when they quite literally put the other person into a coma. It's like that means you won, and I'm like,
Right.
that's crazy.
Now, yeah, so with football then, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Like, is it worth it? Like, to have a real, like, but I don't know. Like, so I don't, do you prefer offensive games or defensive games? Or
That's
do you,
like the defensive games that I like are the ones where, like, how people don't like blowouts. I generally enjoy
yeah.
blowouts, and I like
Oh,
it
wow.
when, yeah, just because I think, then this might be a little toxic, but I like it when you can show that you are so much more, like
Oh,
when you're
okay.
so much
Yeah.
better than your opponent. Like when
Well,
it's
college football, it's so funny that's actually why, remember Urban Meyer?
yeah, I
Meyer?
fucking love that dude.
Well, one, there's an old meme of, so apparently on the NFL Reddit, it became a meme that he finger blasted a college girl
Insane.
after. Okay, right, okay. So right, so and he's a weird he uh he tried to kick his own kicker or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a little bit of that. But one of his issues, and this I think goes for a lot of college coaches, is in college there's just the basic math of, again, I'm stealing this from a Reddit comment, but it's like you run a you run a 4-3, the other guy runs a 4-8. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yeah.
That's it. The NFL doesn't have that. They all run a 4-4.
Yeah.
So that when you get to the big game, you kind of it's just weird and different, and um it's just a harder game. It's a different game to coach.
Mm-hmm.
I've also heard because the players are older and they don't see you as like a father figure. You're just their boss.
Yeah.
That's another weird dynamic that college coaches have to get used to. Also, is Bill Belichick. I think he is doing well
Oh
at
god.
UNC.
I don't know. Last time I
His first
checked,
game was bad.
yeah,
It
the
was
first game
awful,
was bad. Yeah.
but I think he did win the other three. And because what he's might be facing is the opposite problem, which is what is it? It's where it's like he's thinking like he's their boss, but they think he's like dad,
Yeah.
or it's and that might be its own bizarre mismatch
Yep.
where the kids want him to be a mentor figure, and he might not be. I don't know. What was I gonna? Yeah. I guess that is a really interesting question, because there is an idea of like, if you change the game up, it's the same game.
What?
Like, huh?
No, sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, it's like if you can't have intense tackles anymore, is it still football, or is it? I mean, people say it's like flag.
No, I think it's because I watch all the games, right? Like when I say I watch
Right.
all the games, I mean I quite literally. I think
Yeah.
last year I missed one game or two games, and then this year I've missed one game so far, but
Okay.
like I still see people get like laid the fuck out. You know what I mean? And it's just you
Okay.
just have to change the way you tackle. You know?
But it's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause at some point, yeah, it's interesting. Well, who's up for this week then?
I'm definitely gonna watch the Giants game. I'm trying to think if there's any other good games I want to watch. I do want to see the Indianapolis game because I want to see how they do against a real
Daniel
team like the
Jones.
Rams.
Oh, well, who are their first three opponents?
some some fucking bums. I can't remember. Like I think they played Miami, which was dog shit team. I think
Oh,
they played the
that's
Titans maybe
funny.
dog shit team, and then there was another team they
Well,
played. Oh, they beat the Broncos,
well,
but they barely beat the Broncos. Like they barely beat
right,
them. Yeah.
right. So that's gonna be, I guess, because Giants fans are waiting for the real Daniel Jones to come out.
Yeah.
Because I know at first they were calling him Indiana Jones, but I guess people forget, to sound a bit snarky, that the whole Daniel Jones thing was he was like a shittier Eli Manning,
yeah.
whereas he would have these great games and then the bad games,
Mm-hmm.
and he never knew which one would really show up, except that you would always. Well, here's the thing: he's like the if they're the same, if they're on the same coin, he's on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Eli Manning, he would show up more often than that. Whereas with Daniel Jones, it seemed like he doesn't show up more
Yeah.
often.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, if you, here's the fun. Yeah, this is the fun of sports. You can go like, okay, what if Daniel Jones was on the 2007 Giants? What happens?
Mm. Mm. I don't know. I don't think we do anything good with Daniel Jones on that team.
Do you think? Because the Daniel Jones problem is, I actually see this is how well I do know the stuff. Is I know they beat the Broncos, the Cowboys, the Packers, and the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a Daniel Jones team would lose to the Buccaneers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or they lose, or they beat them, but then they lose pretty bad to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They're definitely not gonna get. They wouldn't get past the Cowboys.
Nah.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
They would just. But I'd have to look into how Eli did during those games.
You know, Eli was good for the thing I think that differentiated Eli from like other quarterbacks is that he did not always have a good O line, and that didn't stop him from like
Well, yeah,
winning some games. So like he would literally get you could go look up clips. He would get sacked, and they would literally throw him to the ground like he's hitting his head on the turf.
yeah.
And he would
Okay.
get up and then just act like nothing happened and like go do another down. You know?
Yeah, you can't measure. You can't measure that. Other than he did have that giant streak of games played.
Yeah.
This is the fun of sports because I'll get my computer and look this up because I want to. I actually am curious about how he performed because I know Peyton Manning. I mean, I know his 2015 season was not good.
Which one
When he
is that his first one with the Broncos?
his second Super his final season with the Broncos where they call him the corpse of Peyton Manning
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and he just wasn't there. Really, let me get my thing. Let me get the computer. Yeah, because I know, and I know in the games that Peyton lost, he also was not good in those games.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like he did amazing, and then they just lost. And it was sad. It's like no, he would have a bad game, and they the Colts.
Yeah.
So let me go here. Yeah. So let's see. Eli Manning. Here we go. I in here I could also just look up tomorrow's Sunday's games.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's always fun to remember he was a Chargers. He was a
Yeah.
Charger for a day.
Yeah.
Do you know why he? This is a rhetorical question, but do you know why he didn't play on the Chargers?
Oh yeah, his dad was like, "Fuck that shit."
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know why? I couldn't. There's never an official answer as to why,
Yeah,
besides saying the Chargers, the ownership sucks.
yeah.
That is the closest I've found to a real reason.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so regular season. So how do I find his actual stats during well, you can kind of get a picture. Well, yeah, I mean, all right. So I want to get the exact stats of how he did each game.
Mm-hmm.
Um uh yeah, well, okay, so the Buccaneers game, he was 20 for 27, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
85 yards is crazy.
185. 185.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 85 yards with 2 touchdowns. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
no, no, no. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Well, right, this is Manning. So Manning's quarterback rating for the game was 132.4.
That's good.
Yeah, that's insane. Let me see if it says. Yeah, so Eli Manning for the entire 2007 run. Well, yeah, so the 2007 run, so he had 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rating was 95.7. Um, uh, completion percentage was 61.3, and yards 854.
Damn.
So, and then in 2011, it was 65 completion percentage, 103 quarterback rating, 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1,200 yards, which is wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Daniel Jones does that. You know?
Yeah. Not at all.
Well, because let me see his stat. Was he also like injured a lot?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was more like, and what we're
On and
seeing,
off?
what we're seeing now is like, there's a lot going on with the coaching staff and like
Okay.
yeah, like they're not doing well with what they have.
And okay. So yeah, I don't know. Even yeah, it does. Yeah, it just seems like Daniel Jones just doesn't. Yeah, wow, doesn't really compare. His best season was 22, where he had 3,200 yards. Well, his completion percentage was pretty good. I mean, very impressive, 67%. Quarterback rating was 92. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, better than you know. His first season might have tricked people because he had 24 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Oh, that yeah, weird guy.
Yeah.
So they're playing. The Colts are. Yeah, so I got so the Cardinals because I saw the Cardinals the score at when it was like it looked like it was over, and I guess they did 2 touchdowns the Cardinals at the end, but it wasn't enough,
I saw,
which always is kind of sad.
dude. I saw something crazy about the
What?
Cardinals. The quarterback,
What?
Kyler Murray, right?
Yeah,
Apparently, when they're leading, so when the Cardinals are leading,
yeah.
his stats are terrible, like his completion percentage, like his QB
Uh,
rating. However, when they are trailing, like when the Cardinals are trailing in a game, their like efficiency as an offense is like some of the highest in the league.
but that's interesting
Right?
because then it's never enough for them to win.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately,
It,
you're always playing from behind.
it's crazy. Like it's just that was just an insane stat. I saw it on like what did I see it on? I saw it on either the Cardinals subreddit or the NFL subreddit.
Okay, because they were 8-9 last season. That exactly adds up. Yeah, because there's some. It's a fun game to play too with a team's record, where
Mm-hmm.
you look at the games and you go, all right, let's flip what if you added on the games where they lost by a touchdown or less?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause that's how you can tell when a team is better than you think it is,
Hmm.
and conversely when they're worse than you think they are.
Hmm.
Um,
Like the Chiefs
I
last
do
year.
remember. Huh?
The
Huh?
Chiefs last year. So the Chiefs last year were
Yeah.
almost there were so many games that they won that were just one score games, right?
Well, all
And
right. Let's look at that.
and then they get to the Super Bowl and they get fucking spanked.
See, well, I guess the one of the questions: do you think it's gonna happen? What do you think happens in them this season?
Oh, I think they have too many injuries. They're like
Okay, they're done. That's it.
not done, but it's like they need at least a year to regroup. You know?
Yeah, it sounds about right actually. Because their run is almost. Well, yeah, I get that is a sports question. Is it unprecedented?
Yeah. His okay.
I know the sports. Yeah,
Let me put it to you this way: as a starter, right? Patrick
yeah.
Mahomes, his floor is the AFC
I know.
Championship.
I overtime. It's not just the AFC Championship. It's overtime.
Yep.
The AFC Championship.
Which is disturbing. Like that's an insane stat, you know?
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to find their last season. Um. Yeah. So because the thing with Brady is his big successes. It's split in two. There's the first run and the second one. And there's just a fun statistic out there, or a fun little article that points out he had 3 Hall of Fame careers,
Yeah, he did,
which is
yeah.
fun. Right. So that's pretty fun. But really, what the 7 Super Bowls, it's divided in two.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess the second one's probably more impressive, especially because he's older.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see the Chiefs. Um, oh yeah, I see it. Okay. The Raiders and Chargers were close
Mm-hmm.
in week 13, 14. Week 10's close. Tampa Bay's close.
Yep.
Um, Falcons was kind of close. Bengals were kind of close. Ravens were a touchdown away. And the Broncos fucking spoiled, but they sat their starters, so that's fine. That's different. And then yeah, that Super Bowl was one of the worst games I've ever seen, to be honest with you.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The last year, this year, the one
Oh yeah, the Eagles
that was
beating the shit
horrible.
out of them.
That was horrible. That was just a total diarrhea game of just why. It's funny because I do remember this. I do remember at the end they scored 16 points in the second half.
Yeah.
So it was like it doesn't make it look as bad.
But it was bad.
It was so horrible. It was horrible. It was very, very bad. Total disappointing. Because the one before was the past 2 were awesome.
Well, the overtime.
Where
They had overtime with the 49ers,
with
I
the
believe.
49ers. And then the first Eagles game, it was awesome until like, the ref ball happened.
Yeah.
People, I didn't think. Did you think that was ref ball?
A little bit. Because I've watched football for so long now, it's like I'm starting to watch the game in a different way where like I'm recognizing some of the penalties that the refs are missing and it kind of gets me pissed.
Okay. Okay. Um. So it was kind of ref ball.
Yeah.
Why kind of not full on ref ball?
Because it's like sometimes a lot of it sometimes it's this thing, it's like this phenomenon where you only see where your attention is directed to, you know? And so it's like
Yeah.
if there's a big pass interference call, you know, everyone sees it because the ref threw the flag, but there may have been like defensive or offensive pass interference on
Yeah.
like 3 plays before, but we just didn't see it because the ref didn't throw a flag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So let me. Oh well, this is a fun fact. So there's a grounds. Oh wow. So there's a groundskeeper, George Toma. who's 96, and he was the groundskeeper for every Super Bowl since the first one.
Holy shit.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
When was Super Bowl one? What year was that?
1967.
67. And what is it? 25? It's 2025 now.
Yeah.
So like, what does that make him? He's been the groundskeeper for 38 years.
Huh?
Is that 30? No, I did the math wrong. It's not 38 years.
50. That's 56.
My bad. I added 5 instead of 25.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. This is so sad. You know what happened? You know why that was his last Super Bowl?
No, why?
Because he did a horrible job, apparently.
Oh shit.
That's kind of a little fucked up, because it's like oh man. Because I get why you want to keep the same guy forever. Because at some point it becomes a cool gimmick, like, oh, this guy's the same. He's the one from Super Bowl one. But yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm reading about it now. So yeah, the field condition was criticized by both teams. Players in both sides could be seen slipping on the grass. Some Eagles fans question is because he's a Chiefs employee.
Oh shit.
So, and the playing surface hampered the Eagles' defensive line. Yeah, he said so. This guy's name is Toma, George Toma. He blames the league field director for overwatering the playing surface and like bringing the portable surface indoors and blah blah blah. Okay, well, okay. That's a fun fact that became a sad fun fact.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no, it's like, I get it. I get at some point it becomes like a gimmick. It's like, oh, this guy, he served in the Korean War.
Jesus.
So it's like, it's a gimmick. It's like, this guy's been around forever. He still, he still does it.
It's funny to picture them like wheeling him out. He's in like a wheelchair.
Again, just as a gimmick, just as like, this is a guy. He's from the first. He saw Joe Namath.
He's like fucking senile. Like he can barely understand what's going on. They're like whipping him. They're like, "Hey, tend to the field."
Right. It's like, but it is. He fought in the Korean War. It's like, oh, that's a neat factoid.
It is super.
It's a piece of history right there. Okay, never. But then he just fucks up enough where it's like, again, it's just funny that's his luck. Because it would be better if it was like, all right, he got one more shot and then he retired.
Yeah.
Like, no, he fucked up and then he's out. So okay, that's all right. Well, anyway, I thought it was a great game, and I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm actually, I don't know how the Super Bowl is seen now. Because I remember thinking this could be one of the best ones ever, except I know that last call is gonna ruin it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm reading more about the Eagles. They fucked up 2023 in the Eagles, which I totally forgot about now. All right. Yeah, I'm curious, and where can I find like a review of the game itself? All right. Well, anyway, yeah. The cornerback was like, yeah, I did hold him, which I forgot happened. Yeah. That's good. All right. So let's see, before we go to the politics shit. Chargers, Giants, Eagles, Buccaneers, Commanders, Falcons, Vikings, Steelers. What's annoying is I don't have because right now it's like the records being shown are this year's. I would rather see last year's.
Yeah.
to know how good the game will be.
Yeah.
Eagles are playing the Buccaneers.
That's gonna
Panthers.
be a good one because they have a small rivalry that's been developing, and I think they were beat. I think the Buccaneers beat them last year, so
Why? Why are they developing a rivalry?
it's just one of those things where it's like the Eagles seem like a super team, and last year they lost to Baker, so it's like,
Okay.
okay,
Oh, one of those.
is he like, is this the kryptonite of the Eagles? Is it the Buccaneers? You
Yes.
know?
Yeah. Those. Yeah. No, I know. Okay, I know exactly what that is. Okay. Yeah, they beat, and it wasn't close either. It was they lost 16-33.
Yep.
All right, that'll be interesting. Saints, Bills, Patriots, Panthers, Browns, Lions. Remember those two again? When I was growing, those are the two worst fucking teams.
Yeah.
Fucking the Browns and the Lions. Do you remember that growing up?
Yeah.
Remember John Kitna?
No, I don't. Who's that?
That was the Lions quarterback. Dante Culpepper was there for a year or two.
Oh, I see what
He was
you're
also
saying.
with the
Yeah.
Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Another horrible team of that time period.
What were the what? Let me think. The teams that were ass when we were growing up. It was like the Lions, right?
Lions, Raiders, Browns.
Raiders, Browns.
The Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting this all from I'm remembering the like the Madden days, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good. Yeah, the Raiders were trying. I think it was really just those three. That just
Oh, the
sucked
Jets.
every
The
year.
Jets, man. The Jets.
That wasn't not then though. Since 2010, they were there, but
Oh,
before
yeah.
that, they were actually good.
And then
Um,
Bills were ass, right?
yeah, the Chiefs I mean, the Chiefs always mediocre to decent
Yeah.
would be but never good.
Jaguars have always been ass. Well,
Yeah,
there was one year when we were real little that they made some game, like the AFC Championship, maybe.
boys, that was Coughlin.
Yeah. That was Coughlin.
That was, and then they've had some good, but mostly mediocre to never impressive.
The Panthers were terrible until Cam Newton, right?
Yeah, kind of, sorta. They had Jake Delhomme with. They had a Super Bowl. Yeah, they had a good year with the 2003. They were good. They were good in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think who else. The Falcons had some rough years.
Yeah, but they did have Matt Ryan, so I'll put a little question mark next to them.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, it really is the Lions and the fucking Browns
Yeah.
that stand out like a sore thumb. Where it's like, oh, not anymore. That's pretty good. Colts, Rams, Bears, Raiders, Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Cowboys is the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
And then a doubleheader, which is fun. Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Broncos. Like, it'll be fun. I guess we'll do anything from college off the top of your head.
I only really follow ASU, and they are playing right now, but there should be some good games. I don't know.
Though they're losing right
Yeah,
now.
they are losing. Yes.
Virginia's Florida. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. I'll put Florida State's at a. Well, let's see if I could do this really quickly because they're losing to Virginia.
FSU.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let me put this on in the background while we, I guess, go to politics in a minute. But how do you watch your games? Are you a pirate?
Yeah, sometimes I'll use like a site like Stream East or something, but for the most part, I have like a satellite, like a little antenna hooked up to my TV that catches like the local channels, and so I just watch Fox and CBS and watch the games on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It catches What local channel?
So
Any
like
local
there's
channel?
yeah, so there's this thing that's like I don't know when they switched over from basic cable to like quote unquote like antenna. Well, there was always antenna TV, but it's like you can get like a $5, $6 antenna from Best Buy or something, and then you can connect
Okay.
it to the coaxial in the back of your TV, and then what it does is it literally just it picks up like channels.
Okay.
So there's a local Fox for every city. There's a local CBS. There's a local NBC, and so you know how the NBC games are
Yeah.
usually night games and the only ones that are on. So like I'll watch the NBC game on NBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they so 14. All right, I'll let me just keep it in the background at least a tiny bit. Uh yeah, they're trying they have the ball. Florida State has the ball. It's 4 minutes left and counting. So it's gonna go quick.
What's the score?
Okay. Well, 28-35.
Oh
You're
shit.
the
Okay.
8th team in the country.
Mm.
Yeah, Friday night football is fun, I gotta say. I do
Yeah,
like
it is.
it.
You
I'll
know,
check in on this.
you
What?
know, there's a law, and this is something I found out recently.
Yes, I know what you're about to
Nice.
say.
Okay, good. Yeah. And then you know
Okay,
how the NFL gets around that law by having games in Brazil.
wait. So just for the third person in the room, the law is what is it?
It's like the NFL
Like
can't broadcast on Fridays because they will take
high
away
school.
from high school games. Yeah, like
Yeah.
and so but the NFL is sneaky. So what they're doing now is they host games in like Brazil, early in
Uh,
the year so that they can kind of bypass the time restrictions in which they're allowed to broadcast.
when's the Brazil game? Because there's a game.
Oh no, that one happened already.
Well,
It was earlier in the year, the Brazil game.
what was it on a Saturday
It was
or?
on a Friday. It was Chargers versus
Oh,
shit. Who did the Chargers play? Oh, the Chiefs. They played the Chiefs in Brazil week 1.
okay. Uh, uh, intercepted by the way. I guess they're fucked. Okay, and you know what it is? It's a road game at Virginia Tech. I want to make a fucked up joke because they had that school shooting.
Yes,
So
they did. Yeah, they did.
give them just give them the win, Florida State. It's
I know,
okay.
right? A pity win.
It's a pity. You never get over that. It's
They
dramatic.
haven't recovered, man. They haven't recovered.
No. I don't think they did. I think they had a great season that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they were at number that. Do you know the story of the 2007 college football season?
No, I don't.
You know it's the greatest season. Maybe we'll cover it in like a future sports section, but it's like the most. It was the best college football season ever because every week the number 2 team and the number 1 team would lose,
Oh.
and it just kept happening.
Oh, that's interesting.
So yeah, dude. So that's a thing that happened.
Ooh, let's take a break. So we're at 37.
Yeah, take a break.